Ayo, it's Retro. Welcome to another video. DC All In is the newest line-wide initiative. It is not a reboot. It is not none of that. It is just a line-wide initiative starting with brand new jumping on points for a whole bunch of books, also including the absolute line of DC Comics, a brand new universe, effectively DC's ultimate universe in a sense. DC All In started with a special, which was essentially reinstating the Justice League, showing all these folks who are going to be within the Justice League Unlimited book written by Mark Waid and Dan Mora, and showing what's going on with Darkseid right now. I want to say it was an epilogue to Absolute Power, really the shift into this line-wide initiative. I don't think you really had to read it. It kind of just showed the Justice League reforming and then this absolute universe. Also, what Darkseid has been doing. I don't think it was a spectacular book. I think it was solid. It was decent. Like, I don't think you need to read it to really get the full gist of what's going on. DC All In is just brand new jumping on points for a lot of these books that DC are publishing right now, and a lot of new books that are coming out as well. It's not necessary reading. If you want to know, essentially since Death Metal almost 5 years ago, Darkseid has felt this surge of power, and he's been searching for the answer as to what that surge was. The B-side of DC All In was a bit better for me. It felt like a Thanos quest style for Darkseid. Scott Snyder and Wes Craig worked very well in this story, and it's really just Darkseid seeking for the answer of what that power surge was. He encounters the Justice League after merging with the Spectre. He eventually dies, and then we find out that he is powering this new universe, the Absolute Universe, and he is essentially being born anew. Darkseid is a fourth dimensional new god. If he is dead, there's a new one that's going to pop up. That's what we're going to find out in Ramvi's New God series, which is something that I'm very much looking forward to. I'll talk about that later though. But we are 1 month into DC All In. The books I've been really enjoying right now have been Mark Waid's Action Comics with Clayton Henry, along with Mariko Tamaki's backup stories with Supergirl. Really solid Superman story. It's very sci-fi. It's dealing with the Phantom Zone. Got some body horror in there. Clayton Henry's drawing the hell out of it. Really solid Superman story. I've been wanting a Mark Waid Superman story for a long time, and this is probably the most enjoyable Mark Waid work that I've read since his Daredevil, which is weird to say. I'm also really enjoying Nightwing. If you didn't catch my review on that, I'll have a link below. The Flash is continuing number 14. Cy Spurrier is still writing. Very fun stuff. Very good. The last arc ended spectacularly. I do wish that the art was just a little bit better, but it is what it is. Mike Deodato really exploded with the beginning of this run, having such a dope style attached to the page, making it feel prestigious. Not really a dig on the artist that is drawing it right now, but it's different. Feels a lot more family friendly, which is fine. And for a Wally West story, go all in. Cy Spurrier is doing very good with Wally West. Very much looking forward to the rest of this run. I've also been reading Green Arrow now. Chris Condon pulled me right in with Montos. It feels like Mike Grell. It feels like Longbow Hunters. This is Green Arrow at its prime. It's very much focused solely on Oliver Queen though. Not really a concern for me. I do love the Arrow family. I'm a big fan of Connor Hawke, but I don't need them in every issue, and I want them to be utilized very well. I hope Chris Condon does end up using some of the Arrow family, but until then, what is being shown right now reminds me very much of Mike Grell's Longbow Hunters, and that's amazing. That is the best Green Arrow run ever, and it's one of the best DC books you'll ever read, if I'm gonna be real with you. Outside of that, I have read Batman and Robin. Philip Kennedy Johnson is a great writer. Javier Fernandez, amazing artist. It's not that I'm not interested. I think it's a very good Batman and Robin book. I just don't think it's what I'm looking for. And then there was Titans. I don't know how to feel about Titans. I love the Titans. I'm a big Nightwing fan, of course. Some of my earliest memories of watching DC cartoons was watching the Teen Titans cartoon back in 2003. But I don't know. I don't know what the Titans need to really bolster them to where I want them to be. But not that this is bad, it's just not hitting that ceiling that I wanted to. At this point, it's whatever. It's a decent book. It's very decent. For the first month, that's really all I've read. That's all I've been interested to read. There's a lot of books coming out. I did read Chip Zdarsky's Batman. I'm still not a fan. I tried reading the run when it first started. I just think Chip Zdarsky has had better work. It is what it is. All in all though, DC All In has been exciting. I'm still very excited for it. I think the best is still to come. Jeff Lemire's JSA comes out this week. Black Lightning is coming out. Brandon Thomas is back. I am very excited for his work. Batgirl #1 coming out in November as well. Tay Bromble's very much hyping this book up too. I think that Cassandra Cain really needed a solo series, and I think this is gonna be where she shines again. The Question All Along the Watchtower, another book that I am extremely excited for. Alex Segura and Sion Tormey, really good pairing for me. I feel like this book is going to reignite that Renee Montoya hype that she's always deserved, really. And shamelessly, Black Canary, best of the best. I give anything Tom King writes a chance. Sometimes I don't like it, sometimes I do. I'm not reading Jenny Sparks, I'm gonna read Black Canary. I hope it's good. It seems like it could be very inoffensive. Do I wish Black Canary was written by a woman? Of course. Do I think Tom King writing all of the women in DC is a bad thing? Yes. Do I think Tom King is a bad writer? No, I think that he has very good work. He is able to write comics that elicit an emotion out of me, whether good or bad. And he at least is trying something. I hope that it is a continuation of that. And then we got in December, really, there's other books that I'm interested in, but the main one is New Gods by Ram V and Evan Cagle. There's not much to say. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Ram V, Evan Cagle, if y'all ever read Dawn Runner, like, read it. It's an amazing mecha comic book. And I don't even like mechs, but them taking on New Gods, that's about to be the best damn book that comes out next year. Like, there's no contest. Ram V is taking over DC, and I'm glad. I'm very glad. I'm a huge fan of his work. But yeah, that's about the size of it when it comes to DC All In. The Absolute Universe is exciting. You have Absolute Batman, which I made a review on if you want to watch it. Again, I'll have a link below. Same thing with Absolute Wonder Woman. Both very, very great comics. Absolute Superman is coming out in November. I haven't read it at the time of this recording, but very excited for that too. I love Jason Aaron as a writer. I do think he's had a bad rap with his recent Avengers run, but I will never forget how his Thor series, changed me as a comic fan. And then you have Absolute Flash, Absolute Martian Manhunter. The Absolute Universe is really stacked, honestly. I'm very excited for the Absolute Universe. That's a no-brainer. Early days still, very much first issues, but I think DC's doing a very good job with Absolute Universe. I will say I have one huge concern. There is not a lot of diversity, man. What the hell is going on, DC? We have Shadow Cabinet by Joseph Illidge coming out, which is a milestone book, so not really a part of DC All In. Then you have Black Lightning, which is a 6-issue series, which is very disgusting to me. Brandon Thomas deserves way more than that as a writer. And then you have John Ridley on Atom Project. I'm not the biggest John Ridley fan. I do hope that he does turn it around with Atom Project. It seems like a very interesting comic. He's also paired up with Kyle Higgins on the series, and the art is by Mike Perkins. This should be a superstar creative team. I hope it is. I hope this book is genuinely amazing. As a Black reader, you mean to tell me that is it? 3 comics written by Black writers, and one of them isn't even a part of the All In line. We have all of these books that are written solely by white writers. I'm not saying that like all of them need to be Black. I need some though. I need some of these books to have some Black characters as well. Diversity in the page is very much important, but I need it outside the page as well. I need these Black writers, and I need all non-white writers to get these chances. You mean to tell me that Brandon Thomas, John Ridley, and Ram V are the only non-white writers to be writing a DC book out of what feels like 30 series that are coming out? Maybe exaggerating a bit, but there are a lot of DC comics coming out. A lot of series, a lot of them ongoings. And you mean to tell me 2 of the only books that are written by non-white writers are miniseries? That's ridiculous. It actually pisses me off. I've been very, very upset with DC's handling of the Milestone universe. I don't know what's going on over there. I hope that they figure it out and get some more books coming out, because all we had was a Blood Syndicate season 1, 2 static series, Hardware season 1, Icon of Rocket, and Icon of Hardware. All of these series have been miniseries. None of them have been ongoings. This is just mad. I'm gonna be quite honest with you. And then you have Aquaman being announced, and it's focusing on Arthur Curry with Jackson Hyde's powers, or really it's Mara's powers, but it's focusing on an Arthur Curry that is trying to work his aquakinesis when Jackson Hyde already has it figured it out. And there's nowhere in the solicits where it shows that Jackson Hyde may be helping Arthur Curry, and he may, we don't know, the comic hasn't come out yet, but the synopsis for the solicit really doesn't give much leeway as to what Jackson Hyde's role is in the book. And he's also Aquaman. Yeah, it's concerning. It's a lot of white writers, and while I am very excited for the books that are coming out, there's a lot of great talent writing these books. I am still very much concerned, because why in the hell is Brandon Thomas writing a 6-issue series while everybody else is writing an ongoing? Why is Black Lightning the only hero to get a miniseries? Doesn't sit right with me. I'm be 100% clear. I hope DC gets it cleared up. I hope they also fix whatever's going on with the Milestone universe. I think the management of that universe has been very, very disrespectful. Whether you like or dislike those books, I still think that universe deserves its flowers. It deserves to continue being published. Whether you do new characters or you continue with the classic, whatever you do, I think that you just need to give them a chance at least, because this is very embarrassing. I was very excited when the Milestone universe was first coming out, and I loved every issue of Hardware Season 1. Brandon Thomas, Dennis Cowan, and Bill Sienkiewicz just went insane on that book. And to have really nothing, I'm excited for Shadow Cabinet, but what's after that? I hope there is more after that. I'm really, really hoping there's more after that. But yeah, DC All In is a mixed bag. I'm very excited for the books that are coming out. There are a lot of great books that look very exciting. Like JSA, Two-Face even looks exciting. Challengers of the Unknown, New Gods, Metamorpho by Al Ewing. Al Ewing is in DC, something I've been wanting for years. Dennis Camp is writing Absolute Martian Manhunter with Javier Rodriguez. Al Ewing is writing Absolute Green Lantern with Janoy Lindsay. Like, there are a lot of books that are, you know, like I'm really excited for them, but at the same time, like, the representation sucks. Like, I'm sorry, but it does. I need some more shakeups. I need some more ongoings by Black writers, even if they're not writing Black characters. That's not 100% important to me. That's secondary. I want more non-white writers writing these books. Right now, we're not really getting that, and that's very concerning for me. It's very embarrassing. It's very pathetic, honestly. But yeah, that's my thoughts on DC All In. Let me know in the comments what you guys have thought about DC All In 1 month in. Like I said, the books that are coming out are really good, but I got some concerns. I'ma still read them. I'ma still support, obviously, like, I'ma still support Shadow Cabinet. Of course, Joseph Illidge is a great writer. I'm gonna support Brandon Thomas with Black Lightning 100%, but I hope there's more to come. And I am even gonna give Adam Project a chance. John Ridley burned me with Black Panther, but I'm really hoping he took some time and refined his craft as a comic writer. I think he has it in him. But yeah, if y'all watched this far, I really appreciate it. Like, subscribe, comment what else you guys want me to talk about. Comment what you guys thought about DC All In. And I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.